Hey everybody, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. I wanted to make a video. I've made a commitment to making a live video at least once every day, probably Monday through Friday. So far I've been successful and didn't want to fail today. So we just got done with dinner and I was thinking about how we organize our planning into phases. So you have 2 phases of planning outside of what I already talked about, the 4 phases of strategic planning. So this should be your precursor to the 4 phases. This would fall into the secondary of what I'm going to talk about. So what this is it's macro versus micro viewpoints in planning. So your macro planning is organizing your vision, organizing the long-term strategy, and understanding how it's going to basically integrate with everything you're doing and understanding the big picture of everything. But then once we organize the big picture, we need to take that and organize it into our micro viewpoints of planning. And the micro viewpoints are how the structure is going to be organized, how the system's going to work, how you're going to staff it, what could go wrong, what could go right. Then we take the micro viewpoints of planning and we organize that into our 4 phases of strategic planning. So remember, you need to organize your vision and your long-term strategy and the high-level overview of everything, which is your macro viewpoint. Then we can look at our micro viewpoints in planning. And the micro goes right into the 4 phases of strategic planning. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with 4 phases of strategic planning, just go to my blog and look up 4 phases of strategic planning and you'll find it there. So just think about it this way. Your planning needs to go in phases. You need to understand the vision, the why, then you can organize the how and the way it's going to be done and all that. Hopefully you guys like this. Thanks for watching. I'm always amazed that I talk on this thing and 2 minutes later I'm done talking. If you guys have questions about macro versus micro viewpoints and planning, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. Post them in the comments below. See ya. Say bye, Steph.
Bye.
Oh, you can't see Stella. Okay, bye.